Hello dear friends, myself Professor Godhidar Rishikesh and you are watching BSc Botany Studies Classes channel. Here today we are going to discuss about the continuation of our previous lecture. First lecture we discuss about what is molecular biology, introduction, scope and central dogma of molecular biology. Today we are going to discuss about the things which are very important, such as I have written here DNA, the DNA structural point of view, and what is the differences between nucleotide versus nucleoside. So these things we are going to discuss in a detail. I will show you your syllabus. This is your syllabus. The second paper of semester second in Botany FYBSc. We are discussing second credit. First credit already I have taught you. All things are in front of you. So don't get confused. Here we are going to discuss about the nucleotide and nucleoside. Okay, so let's get started first with the detail of genetic material, that is our DNA. So what is this DNA? First of all is very important to understand. DNA is, you know, a nucleic acid. In our cell there are various molecules are present. Out of them DNA is one molecule. So the question arises, the location of this DNA. Location of this DNA, where this DNA occurs. If you want to study about the DNA, at which area in a cell you will go to search the DNA. In a typical cell, in a photograph, you can see there are various organelles are present. Out of them, if this is a plant cell, the DNA is present in nucleus as well as in chloroplast as well as in mitochondria. So DNA is located in three different locations. At any location you can take that DNA for study purpose. In case of animal cell, the DNA, we don't have chloroplast. The DNA is present in nucleus and mitochondria. For studying purpose, we generally select the DNA from nucleus. If you take the DNA directly from the nucleus, it is very impossible, because DNA is present in association with protein, which we call it as chromosome. Inside the nucleus you will find there are different types of chromosomes are present. Some chromosomes are short, some chromosomes are long. These are linear chromosomes as figure is indicating. These chromosomes are nothing but the composition of DNA plus protein. We will not discuss about which type of protein is present here. We will be restricted only to the DNA, which is very much interesting topic to discuss, and I will say very much important topic to discuss. So we are going to discuss the structure of this DNA and which are the components which are present in the DNA. I will just wipe out this quickly. Okay, so what I was saying, if you have this cell, in that you have this nucleus, in that you have this chromosome. In that chromosome you have your DNA. If you successful to take this DNA out, you will find this DNA will look like this. This DNA will look like this. It look like snake in first vision, but if you look carefully, this DNA look like a ladder, flexible ladder. I will explain you what I actually want to tell you here, what I actually want to say here. The DNA is present in nucleus, in chromosome. If you take that DNA out, you will find that DNA is made up of some components. This DNA is very much big, but if you look at the component which are responsible for synthesis of DNA, you will find these components are known as nucleotides. Means what? You have 4 different types of nucleotides. You have 4 different types of nucleotides. One is A, another is G, third one is C, and fourth one is T. I will discuss in detail about them, but just understand what I am trying to tell you here is that we have these nucleotide present in this DNA. These nucleotides come together to create DNA. Means what? Nucleotides are unit. Nucleotides are unit of DNA. Means what? When one nucleotide is present in DNA, it always faces another nucleotide on opposite strand. As we have said, the DNA is double stranded. This DNA is double stranded. I have written the shortcut TS. If here is one nucleotide present, at opposite side another nucleotide is always present. At the side of this nucleotide, different nucleotide is present, and opposite to this nucleotide another nucleotide is present. Rule is that if this side A nucleotide is present, then opposite to it always T nucleotide is present. If this side G nucleotide is present, opposite to it C nucleotide is always present. This hypothesis is known as Chargaff hypothesis or Chargaff's rule. In a DNA, I have just explained you from where we have obtained this DNA. We have obtained this DNA from our nucleus. In nucleus we have different chromosomes. These chromosomes are made up of DNA plus protein. Here we are talking about only DNA, not about the protein. This DNA is made up of these nucleotides. These are 4 different nucleotides only. Only 4 different nucleotides are there. Which nucleotide? A, T, G, C. In a strand, if at one side T nucleotide is present, at the opposite side A nucleotide should be present. If one side G nucleotide is present, opposite side C nucleotide should be present. At anywhere you can check this. This is going to happen always. Means what? A, G, C, T are the unit of DNA. These units are known as nucleotides. Okay, so out of these 4 nucleotides, I have just explained you Chargaff hypothesis or Chargaff rule. Out of 4 nucleotides, out of these 4 nucleotides, 2 nucleotides are big and 2 nucleotides are small. Out of these 4 nucleotides, 2 nucleotides are big and 2 nucleotides are small. Big nucleotides which are A and G, and small nucleotides are T and C. The big nucleotides are known as purine. Remember this word, this is very important. I am simplifying as much as I can possible. DNA is made up of nucleotide. A, T, G, C are 4 different nucleotides. These 4 nucleotides can be differentiated: big nucleotide and small nucleotide. Big nucleotides are A and G, which are known as purine. Small nucleotides are T and C, which are known as pyrimidine. Purine and pyrimidine. So obviously you can conclude that always purine pair with the pyrimidine. Here is one purine, at opposite side there is pyrimidine. Here is purine, opposite side there is pyrimidine. So I am telling you very much important information here. Highlight and write in your own notebook whatever I am trying to tell you here. Purine and pyrimidine are 2 types of nucleotides. Always one purine pair with another pyrimidine. Purine are big, pyrimidine are small. So I will show you how purines are big and how pyrimidines are small. I will wipe out this quickly. Okay. After this, we will be looking at how one nucleotide looks. Means which things are present in one nucleotide. We have seen DNA is made up of 4 different types of nucleotides. Out of 4, 2 are purine and 2 are pyrimidine. Purine always pair with pyrimidine as we have discussed here. But how nucleotide looks? If you talk about one nucleotide here, in which you will have the central sugar. This sugar is always 5 carbon containing sugar. The first carbon is located here, second carbon is always located here, third carbon is here, fourth carbon is here, and fifth carbon is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon sugar, ribose sugar or pentose sugar you can say. Why pentose? Because 5 carbons are located here. Remember, at carbon number 1 we are talking about the structure of one nucleotide or any nucleotide you can say. In nucleotide you have this sugar, oxygen is present here. At carbon number 1 you will have nitrogen base attached. At carbon number 1 you will always have nitrogen base is attached, and at carbon number 5 you will always have phosphate group attached. It is that simple. One nucleotide always contain phosphate group at 5th carbon and nitrogen base at 1 carbon. Phosphate group at 5th carbon, nitrogen base at 1st carbon. Because of this, this is known as a nucleotide. Understand this. Because of this, it is known as nucleotide. If I remove phosphate group from this, it is known as nucleoside. Try to understand the difference. We have said nucleotide which contains sugar, nitrogen base plus phosphate group. This is nucleotide. If I have shown here phosphate group, then you can say it is nucleotide. But if I remove the phosphate group, sugar and nitrogen base are there, then it is known as nucleoside, in which you can say it contains sugar and nitrogen base only. This is difference between nucleotide and nucleoside. Okay, so the nitrogen base always located at carbon number 1, phosphate group located at carbon number 5. Along this, carbon number 3 contain hydroxyl group and carbon number 2 contain hydrogen atom. In a typical nucleotide, you will have carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 containing central sugar. At carbon number 1 nitrogen base and carbon number 5 you will have phosphate group. If you remove the phosphate group, then you should call it as nucleoside. If you add the phosphate group, you should call it as nucleotide. So I have made it simplified as much as it is possible for me. So if you look at the structure of nucleotide adenosine, suppose I need to draw the structure of adenosine, then what should I draw here? I should first draw the sugar. At carbon number 1, I should show this is adenosine structure. In this structure, if you want to differentiate from the guanosine, means what? Means we call it as a G. This is A. What is the difference? You will understand here if I show like this. Can you notice the difference? Here is phosphate group again. At carbon number 1 you have nitrogen base, at carbon number 5 you have phosphate group. Same is here, but if you notice, this nitrogen base contain amino group and this nitrogen base contain oxygen group. This is the difference between A and G, which are the purine. And if you look at the difference between C and T, I would request you to please highlight it in your notebook and try to remember this. In case of cytosine type of nitrogen base, nucleotide, in which we have central sugar molecule to which we will have attachment of amino group in cytosine type of nucleotide. In thymine, you will have, here you should show phosphate group present. In case of okay, so this is the pyrimidine, these are the pyrimidine, cytosine and thymine, where you will notice the difference. Two oxygen groups are present in thymine, where amino group and oxygen group are present in cytosine. So obviously you will have purine are pairing with the thymine, purine are pairing with the pyrimidine, adenosine pair with thymine and guanosine pair with the cytosine. This is very interesting. You should remember this forever. As a student of biology, you will require this knowledge. Today I have tried to explain you the DNA, location of DNA, components of DNA, in which we have different nucleotides, in which we have said 2 purines and 2 pyrimidines. We have seen the differences in purine and pyrimidine, as well as we have seen the structure of nucleotide, in which we have phosphate group, nitrogen base and sugar molecule. This sugar is pentose sugar. First carbon showing presence of nitrogen base, fifth carbon showing presence of phosphate group. So with this I will stop here. If you find these lectures are interesting, please subscribe and don't forget to like the video. We will meet in next part with the continuation of our ongoing series. At the end of the lecture I will highlight the next lecture and previous lecture, so it will be helpful for you. Thank you for your time. We will meet in next lecture. Bye.